Hey there, garden fans, and welcome back to the Permaculture Homestead. It is snowing here today in South Carolina with freezing temperatures on the way. So we've been having a pretty long streak of 80 degree and 70 degree days. A lot of my plants have fruited and are now leafing and greening out. So these freezing temperatures that are on the way stand to really hinder the progress and production going on right now this early in the year. I added a couple new things to this particular raspberry patch. Got some rhubarb here. I'm trying it out in some shady areas. But with this frosty coldness coming our way, I have no idea what this place is going to look like at the end of the week. So just kind of wanted to walk you around, show you a couple things that look really cool right now. The poison garden with things like chamomile. I've got chervil in here. The poppies are coming up. And I've also got foxglove in the back, which is the first poison plant to actually start growing here in this poison garden. But it's looking really good. There's some things I got in my greenhouse that I'm going to be filling in the spaces with. But the companion planting has begun. I've got peas here planted with my goji berry. Great companion plant, nitrogen fixation, good chop and drop. And they're really going to help out my goji berry, the perennials. Moving along, I got a lot of container buckets out here. The cut and come again greens are looking really good. I've been cutting and coming again a whole bunch of times. Eventually I'm just going to let the romaine lettuce kind of grow out. Potato buckets I've started, and I'm going to consecutively start 3 more potato buckets in another week. A good thing about my container buckets is that I can at least, bring those into the garage here while we have our freezing temperatures. But there's a lot of things in the ground right now, including my trees, that I can't protect everything. I can try to spray down my trees when it gets too cold, but I've got artichoke and parsley as a ground cover put all over the place. Not too sure how well those will do. They're pretty cold tolerant, but not frost over an extended period. Mulberries are fruiting. And as you can see, lots of green growth on them. Any frosty temperatures will kill that green growth. Same thing with my fig here. It's kind of confused. It doesn't know what to do, I think. It's been so warm that it's obviously started greening out. But once again, frost will kill any green that I got growing on here. Peach tree, flowering, putting on green. Companion plants, catnip, fava beans are looking good. My pea trellis next to my elderberry patch there is looking pretty good. Got another great companion planting lesson here, my 3x3 vegetable box. It's got a centralized peach tree and chives, and some of the earliest planted fava beans I've got are starting to flower. Now these guys are pretty cold tolerant. I'm not sure how well they'll do if we get extended periods of frost like what they're telling us here the next couple days. So here's some fava beans. I like the flowers. I think they're really pretty, and I hope they make it through a frost. There's some other things planted here, like salad greens. I've got more chervil in the back right there. And underneath this kale, I've got onions that I've put out, direct seeded. So most of these things might do pretty good if we get a day of frost, but if we get extended frost, not looking too good. Here's my other mulberry tree, a black mulberry fruiting. This one I know will at least give me a fall harvest, so if any of this fruit drops in the next couple days, I'll at least get a fall harvest off of that black mulberry. My jujube is another confused plant right now. It really likes warm, hot temperatures, and it's been warm enough for it to green out, but with this cold coming on, that might go ahead and just kill all that greenery. Same thing with my blackberries. Might slow them down a tad if we get a couple days of frosty temperatures, but they're putting on new growth right here, right now, and they're getting ready to flower out. I have a couple varieties of blackberries on the homestead that are flowering out, some early ones. My Triple Crown and my Prime Arc Freedoms are currently flowering. More peach flowers, they're starting to look a little cold. And my plums in the back, these are really far advanced for this time of the year in Zone 8. I've got lots of green growth. They flowered and dropped, and my Santa Rosa here is already putting on fruit. So once again, frosty temperatures will probably encourage this thing to drop its fruit, and maybe cook the leaves a little bit. So I'll do my part to spray these trees down when I know we got temperatures hitting below 28 and 29. Other than that, I am not going to do a whole lot. I can't cover the whole yard. I can spray the trees as best I can, but I'm not going to push it. If Mother Nature wants to come through here and just wreck it all up, then that's the prerogative of Mother Nature. Really can't stop the weather. I'm doing my best to just plant hardy plants. Pawpaw Tree here is flowering as well, which is way earlier than it did last year. I was waiting until about April to see this thing flowering up. So pretty weird, wacky weather we've had. It's been a really warm winter, and now it seems like Mother Nature wants to throw a little bit of cold and snow at us here at the end of it. Our last scheduled frost date is actually in 3 days, so who knows? Maybe this will be the end of it and we can get back on with growing. Appreciate you all watching today. Please like, share, and subscribe as always. And if you got any questions, please just ask. I'll end you here checking out the pea trellis. God bless, and thanks for your support.